Hello vlog, I am starting this video a little late. It's like 9 a.m. on a Friday morning and I wanted to start this a little bit earlier, but I'm going to be reading for 12 hours straight today. And the book that I chose to do this video with is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This has obviously been very popular recently. I already read the prologue this morning, so I kind of cheated, but I started the 12-hour clock an hour ago. That's when I read the prologue, but I wanted to do the intro of this video just to say I still have to go to work and everything. I'm gonna read for probably like 2 hours at home, then head into work, stay there for a little bit, probably read there for a little bit. So it's just gonna be basically like a day of my life reading vlog, but I'm gonna try and read as much as I possibly can. So I'm not necessarily reading for 12 hours straight, like I'm not locked in a room or anything just for 12 hours. I'm just going through my day and I'll show you how much I read throughout the day. 9 a.m. right now, and I just got out of the shower and I have to go cook. So unfortunately, I do not have the audiobook of this book, and usually I do like having an audiobook to listen to while I cook or while I drive, but I am gonna go cook a meal, watch a YouTube video or two, and then come in this room, sit in my comfy chair, and read for about 2 hours. Let's start this vlog. Well, actually, really quick, let's do a quick summary. So this book is about Olive and Adam, and Olive is a PhD student at Stanford, I believe, and Adam is her professor, and I think, so it's like a professor-student kind of relationship trope, plus there's a fake dating trope. I think Adam agrees to fake date her for some purpose. I don't know what that purpose is, but the prologue was already really cute. They met in like a bathroom or something. She like stumbled into the bathroom and was like crying because her contacts were like really old, and it was him, but she couldn't see him because she was like all foggy and crying because of her contacts, so she doesn't know who that guy was. And chapter 1 says 2 years and 11 months later, so it's like 3 years later basically. So I'm guessing they haven't spoken, or she doesn't even know who that guy was in the bathroom. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I think I am gonna do spoilers for this vlog. I'm not sure though. If I do end up saying a spoiler, I will put a spoiler like tag down below about like 10 to 15 seconds before, so you can fast forward, okay? It's 10 a.m. on the dot. I am going to read for probably like an hour to an hour and a half. I'm gonna set a timer, and Dobie is chewing his bone right here. Look, you wanna say hi? Oh, say hello. Always gotta make it a little cameo. Anyway, I'm going to read and update you guys as I go. All right, check in really quick. I'm on chapter 2, and I just want to say this happened in the hating game. I really don't like the over description of people's height. Like with the hating game, she was constantly called short cake. Like it was just this thing, like she was so short, she was so short. And like this girl's like already mentioned probably like 5 or 6 times how tall Adam is, and why yes, I like taller dudes. I am attracted to taller dudes, but I don't think that's like a defining factor in someone's attractiveness, and they make it a defining factor, so that's kind of annoying. But other than that, I'm really loving the writing. It kind of gives me the hating games vibes so far. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm liking it. Okay, so I just finished chapter 2. I'm on page like 51, I think, and it's like 10:45 or 10:50. I'm actually really liking it. Adam, okay, so let me just describe to you what's happened so far. So basically, Olive is a PhD, right? PhD candidate or something. I don't know. She's in school, basically. In her lab unit or her building, Adam Carlson, he's a doctor there, and he's doing a bunch of research, and randomly one day she told her best friend that she was dating this guy. She made it up. She made up the story because her best friend wants to, I think her name is Anne. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's A-N-H, maybe. I'm just saying Anne in my head when I read it, but Anne wanted to go on a date with Olive's like ex or like fling that she had, and felt bad because like girl code and stuff, like she didn't want to go on a date with this guy that Olive had previously been with, but Olive knew that like Anne really liked this guy. So she just lied to her friend basically and was like, well, I'm already dating this one guy, like I've moved on. Olive just kissed Dr. Carlson in the hallway, and Olive was like, oh, I didn't realize that was you. So now they're in this fake dating situation to kind of please the department because they both have benefits in it. Like, obviously this whole situation to me is a little unrealistic, but it's still really cute. I love Olive's personality. She's very hectic and kind of all over the place. She doesn't really have like a sound way of thinking. Like when you're in her head, you're like, yeah, you're a little crazy, but it's in a good way. Like she's really funny. And it's pretty obvious that Adam has a thing for Olive anyway, so he's kind of agreeing to this fake dating thing because I think obviously there's benefits in it for Stanford and like his reputation, but also because he actually kind of likes her. That's it for the update right now. I will update you guys in a little bit. I still have 45 minutes left on the timer, but Mr. Dobie is wanting me to take him outside. So I'm gonna take him outside, go on a walk, and then come back, sit my butt back down, and finish reading for the 45 minutes. That's also him asking for water, so I'm gonna get up. Baby. Okay, so I ended up sitting down some more and I read to chapter 4, so I did finish chapter 3. She basically just went into Carlson's office and kind of set some ground rules, no sex being one of them, and like how they actually have to go out on dates to make it believable, obviously. And she told her best friend and roommate Malcolm that like actual truth of like the whole fake dating thing. But that's it so far. So I am going to put some shoes on, go to work, and I will update you guys when I update you. It kind of looks like I'm on my way to school, doesn't it? It kind of does. Did want to also mention something about the book. It really is giving me rom-com vibes, just like The Hating Game did, and I know I'm gonna keep comparing it to that, but that's the only comparison I can like think of right now, and since the trailer just came out like 3 days ago, that's all that's really on my mind. The main character, Adam, I don't want to ruin this for anyone, so don't take my word on this. I really hope this doesn't ruin it for anyone. Like, in my head, how I imagine Adam is the main character, not the main character, one of the side characters in The Queen's Gambit. I don't know if anyone's watching that on Netflix right now, or did. I think it came out last year, but Brock and I are watching it right now. One of the side characters in The Queen's Gambit, I think his last name is Towns. I could be wrong. I forgot his first name, but I'll put a picture right here. This is who Adam is kind of reminding me of. And in that show, that dude, I forgot his name. Dang it. I will put a picture right here, but that's who like his attitude is kind of reminding me of. I think that guy is so attractive in that show. So like I'm kind of getting that vibe. Maybe if he was like a lot taller, because Jesus Christ, Allie Hazelwood is describing this guy as like 7'5" in my head. That's how I'm imagining it. But anyway, that's kind of my visual that I'm getting right now for Adam. Wasn't this a Wattpad or a fanfic of a Star Wars? Which like I'm all for. I was like 13 and 14 reading straight up porn on Wattpad and Novella. Is Novella still a thing? I know Wattpad is, but Novella was like the big thing that I always was on. So anyway, throwback, but that's all I wanted to say. Sorry if my representation of Adam ruins it for you. That's just how I'm picturing him in my head, and if anyone agrees with me, let me know. But I doubt anyone will for some reason. I just think it's a me thing. Okay, so I'm going to start reading for probably the next hour or so. My final review probably won't come until tomorrow morning when I have time to like sit down in front of the camera and talk about the book. Maybe I'll update it when I finish it, or I don't know yet, but don't be all sweet. You're just being sweet for the camera. Why am I simping so hard for Adam? Oh my god, he's so grumpy and I love it. And I've already tabbed something, so pink I usually use for, like, it makes me giddy. Like, it's almost like I feel like I'm the main character and I'm like, oh my god, he's flirting with me. Loved this scene. It was about they were at the coffee shop. So okay, let me update you guys. Their new deal to, like, make this fake dating thing seem realistic, they're meeting once a week at, like, a coffee shop just so they're seen by, like, some other students and faculty and stuff to make the fake dating, like, real. She's like, well, what's your favorite color? And they talk and he says something really cute. What did he say? They might not know that they like each other, but they definitely like each other. And I'm digging this relationship so far. I would consider it the subplot is our main character Olive is trying to get this new position / grant and funding from Harvard University, and there's a guy at Harvard named Tom Benson, and Tom Benson just so happens to be Adam's best friend, or like one of his friends. So she's trying to get this deal with Tom Benson, like, at Harvard University, and she's like, oh, I didn't know you guys were friends. 131, and I am on page 113, so chapter 7. And I'm reading this a little bit faster than I thought I would, but I think I'm going to pause for a few minutes, then come back and knock out some more. I'm pretty sure I can get a big chunk out of it of the way today. I'm excited. It's really good. This is probably, like, I don't want to jinx it, but this is the best booktok recommendation that I've had so far. I haven't read any. I got stuck talking to a friend. It's like 2:30 right now, but I got sent my very first Amazon wishlist gift, and it's the Unhoneymooners, and it is from Taylor. She left me a very sweet message, and it makes me so happy. I feel like, I don't know, it just makes me really happy. So thank you, Taylor, for sending me this book. It's been on my wish list for a really long time, my TBR, so I'm so excited to read it. And now I have a physical copy, so thank you very much. Okay, so I'm guessing this is gonna be a very realistic, how many pages can I read in 12 hours? Because it's 4:20 and I have only read 15 more pages. Some stuff at work I got caught up with. I've got a ton of trash that I need to take to the dump. I'm definitely gonna read more when I get home, but my mom texted me like 2 hours ago and was like, hey, do you and Brock wanna come over? The Wheel of Time, is that what it's called? Wheel of Time, the show came out today, the first 3 episodes. So my mom's really into fantasy and everything. I don't think maybe she read the books, I'm not sure. But she really wants to watch this series, and she was like, why don't you and Brock come over for pizza? So I think we're going over there to, this is like an actual real representation, I guess, of what reading in a day looks like for me. I get a lot of reading done in the morning, and then kind of in the afternoon, it kind of fades out. And then right before bed, I usually read like 20 pages before I go to sleep. So man, I'm like really cold. That's why the camera's kind of shaking. It's like 40 degrees outside. I will read a little bit more when I get home until like 5:30, so another hour. Then that's it probably for this vlog today. I don't know, we'll see. Are you so excited I'm home? Hi, Stinker. Hi. Look at that wiggle butt. I got home. I am going to set my timer for like 45 minutes, read as much as I possibly can, and then check back in with you guys. It's just like so painfully obvious that they're into each other, and it's bothering me because there's so much sexual tension, and I love it. Like, he just offered to pick her up from her house because she doesn't have a car, and he was like, do you need a ride? She like thought about it for a minute and then was like, no, I'll have a friend drive me. And it's like, girl, I'm gonna stop this vlog right here. I made it to a page 179. I also want to remind everyone that this wasn't like a vlog. This is kind of a test vlog, because one day I want to be able to sit down and just read literally for 12 hours straight and not leave a room. But today I did have to go to work. There were some other things that came up at work, so that kind of messed some stuff up, but I did make it. Something big just happened, by the way, with Olive. She basically was confessing her love, or not even her love, she just really, really likes Adam, but since it's fake dating, she doesn't want to tell him that, obviously, and she was telling her roommate Malcolm about it, and then Adam showed up, and she didn't know it, and he heard like everything, so that just happened. But anyway, I will talk to you guys in the morning, just with a little quick outro and final update. Really quick, before it's the next day, by the way, but before I give my final little review, I just want to say, like, I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars, but I was wondering, like, why do I love these kind of books? It's that typical build-up, like, tension, and then there's that, like, breaking point, and then there's the conclusion, and it's so nice. And it's definitely 110% I blame my mother, because when I was growing up, in a good way, I blame her. When I was growing up, we watched tons of, like, late 90s, early 2000s movies that were like rom-coms, or that romance movies, like, and I was like definitely like 4, 5, 6, and 7, so I grew up with those movies, and no wonder I love these kinds of books. Like, I love them. I love the like cute little moments that all of the characters have. That like build up is so exciting, and then of course a twist happens and it's kind of upsetting, and you're kind of upset for the main character, and then a conclusion happens and you're like, oh, thank God, and you like knew it was coming, but it's just the way it happens makes you like giddy inside. And that's exactly how this book made me feel. It made me actually giddy when I was reading it. I bookmarked or book tabbed a lot of the parts. I was like, oh my God, I'm actually laughing at the main character because I feel like it's me. Okay, now time for the actual little review. It's not really a review, but a little review. I started this book yesterday and I just finished it. It's like 1 p.m. on Saturday. This video is going up tomorrow or Monday, I think. So follow me on Goodreads, because I did do my review on there. It was super short. I basically just said, this is definitely going to be a top 5 book for me this year. It was everything I want in a contemporary romance book. Like, it was perfect. Every little thing, every single page was worth reading, in my opinion. I cannot recommend this enough. I think that the tropes were amazing. The sex scenes were amazing in it. There was only like 1, but it was like 2 chapters long, pretty much. Lots of good like build up, super good. And the obvious like tension or twist at the end was kind of expected, but in the most sexy way. Like, Adam Carlson is definitely my new book boyfriend. The video is titled like how much can I read in 12 hours, but I ended up reading it in like 24 hours, so take that with what you will. Follow my social media, all the links are down below. My Amazon wish list is down below if you want to send me your favorite book. I will see you guys in the next video.